This isn't a transformation video. This isn't a motivational video. This is just me being real about how I lost 65 pounds and then gained 25 of it back. I messed up, I burnt out, but I learned from it. And now I'm fixing it. If you ever felt like you failed on your fitness journey, I promise you, you're not alone. Here is my story. I've been obese my whole life. Growing up, I was a huge kid, insecure, low self-esteem, and super self-conscious. I remember my first time feeling super self-conscious was in middle school PE when you had to change into your PE clothes. I did not want to take my shirt off in front of people. I was super embarrassed. And throughout middle school and high school, my self-esteem just kept dropping and dropping. I'm not a conventionally attractive guy, but I blocked myself from multiple chances to hook up with girls because I didn't want anybody seeing my body. I'm around 6 feet tall. I wish I was taller, but I'm around 6 feet tall, which is not super tall, but it's not short. At the end of high school, I was around 230 pounds, and in college, I ballooned up to 260, and that's when I really felt disgusted with myself because I was surrounded by women, but I didn't even have the confidence to look at them, let alone open my mouth and talk to them. I knew the root of all my problems wasn't pickup lines or confidence or game. It was because I didn't respect myself, and deep down, I knew it was because of how I treated my body. When COVID hit and my college shut down, I had nothing but time, and that's when I made a decision to get serious about my fitness. I went on YouTube and started consuming as much content as possible. Jeff Nippard, John Meadows, Greg Doucette. I even brought his cookbook. I brought weightlifting programs from IFBB Pros, trained hard, and tracked all my progress. I was lifting 5 times a week, did 30 minutes of cardio after every session, and on the weekends, I would go to my local high school and I would do cardio on the track. I got hooked, and hooked quick. I was hooked on lifting. It was like a drug. I was addicted to the progress, addicted to the feeling of getting stronger, and addicted to the feeling of seeing my muscle grow. I went from 260 to 245, 230, 215. I just kept seeing the scale go down and down week after week, and eventually I hit 195. I still had a good amount of fat on my body, but I was obviously leaner. I saw my quads poking out. I saw separation between my biceps and triceps. I seen my shoulders. I saw my upper chest poking out. My back looked like it had a shield on it. I was way stronger. I was squatting 315, deadlifting 405 with ease. Keep in mind, this is while I was cutting weight. I felt more confident in myself just walking around. I could hold my head up high because I didn't feel like a fat slob anymore. And honestly, for the first time in years, felt proud of myself. But here's where I went wrong. My first big mistake was I never took breaks. I dieted for almost 9 months straight. No refeeds, no diet break. That drained me physically and mentally. Second, I never really dialed in my diet. My diet was trash. Even at my lightest, 195, my diet was around 60% healthy foods, 40% junk food. I got away with it at first because I was so fat, so I could lose weight easily. But once I hit around 200, 205, 200, that's when my diet caught up to me. And my last mistake was going too hard on cardio too early. I underestimated the wear and tear, lifting weights 5 times a week and doing 30 minutes of cardio a day and up to an hour on a weekend took on your body. And then I completely stopped doing cardio. The cardio kept me sharp, and without it, my edge disappeared. Over time, my weight crept back up, 197, 200, 208, 210, 220. I wasn't completely obese again, but I definitely wasn't where I wanted to be. And man, when you work that hard, when you lost 60 pounds and you start slipping backwards, it hits different. I felt like I failed, even though I still looked way better than I did. In clothes, I looked big, honestly. My shoulders were broad, my back was still big, my arms filled out my shirt sleeves. In clothes, I still looked decent, but I felt like I failed. When I was alone, looking in the mirror, I knew I hated what my body looked like. All those months, all that cardio, all that going to sleep early to stop myself from eating more, all that progress wasted. I was devastated. I failed myself again. But here's what I realized. I was never building a lifestyle. I was just non-stop grinding, which is just not sustainable. And when life got hard, when the motivation faded, I had nothing to fall back on. That's what really hurt, not the scale going up, because losing weight is simple, just being a caloric deficit. But knowing I didn't build any habits that would keep me where I wanted to be, that hurt the most. I'm starting my weight loss journey again, but this time I know what to avoid. Right now I'm sitting around 220. I never stopped lifting. I'm still lifting 5 times a week like before. I started doing cardio again. I'm doing 20 minutes a day after my lift, and on the weekends I'm not taking rest days. I'm going to the gym and I'm going to do an hour of cardio in the morning. I'm meal prepping my meals for the week, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. No winging it, no guesswork, and most importantly, I'm not going to rush it. Last time I never had a set goal in mind. I just wanted to be happy. I just wanted to lose weight, not be a fat slob anymore. But this time I'm gonna have an actual written goal. My goal is to get to 200 pounds and stay there for a few months. Let my body and mind adjust before deciding what's next. Maybe I'll cut to 190, maybe I'll stay at 200. I'm not a power lifter, but I do like the feeling of being strong, so I don't think I want to cut too much. I'm not chasing perfection. I just want to feel solid, healthy, and proud of what I see in the mirror. And I'm really excited to start this weight loss journey again. If you ever lost weight and gained it back and felt like a failure, you're not alone. I've been there. A significant majority of people who lose a large amount of weight end up regaining it, with estimates ranging from 80 to 90%. So 9 out of 10 people lose weight and then end up gaining it back. But this isn't failure. This is the process. Process isn't linear. You're gonna mess up, but the only way to lose is if you stop trying. I'm not quitting, and you shouldn't either. If you're watching this, you better not quit. I'm here for you. You're here for me. I appreciate you listening to my story. And if you're on your journey, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. And if you're rocking with me on this comeback, hit the sub button. Now enjoy the rest of this gameplay.